I'm Gunther Wellenstein, your solid waste and recycling coordinator for the City of Lowell. We are today out in the field, as you can tell, and we've been joined by Bill Stanwood, our grant employee from the Department of Environmental Protection. Our goal is to recycle more. And Bill, tell me, what is it that you do on the field every Monday?
Well, actually, we do it every week and many days in the week, Gunther. We are currently going around the city. We're picking neighborhoods where we focus a number of different rounds of helping people to understand how to recycle correctly and to recycle more. The name of the program actually is Recycle More, which stands for Mandatory Ordinance Recycling Enforcement. The idea is that we teach people how to recycle and to remove the recyclables from their trash. The Department of Environmental Protection has given the City of Lowell this grant in order to help the city teach people how to do recycling in the most efficient way and to keep recyclables out of the trash. This saves everyone money, and it basically keeps the city cleaner and more efficient. We're currently looking at this neighborhood, or this street in the neighborhood, that is one of our study areas. And we're noticing this area because there are a lot of problems. A number of the people have not put their green bins out. Our expectation is that every week, every time a person puts their cart out, they're going to have their recyclable containers out next to the cart. The fact is that every person, when you put trash out, has about 60% of the amount of trash that they generate divertible, recoverable, recyclable. And what we want to see is every time the cart goes out, the recycling bin goes out. If you haven't got a recycling bin out, we're asking the people to come and pick out a recycling bin from one of the many opportunities basically at the DPW or the City Hall, or every second Saturday we have a green bin distribution day. Come and get a green bin if you haven't got one, and these flyers tell people how to do that. The fact is that sometimes people overfill their carts, and that's another thing we've been spending a lot of time noticing. We've been ticketing the overfilled bags and recording those overfilled carts so that we can, if the circumstances continue, give the people a warning. We don't want to issue fines. What we want to do is have people learn how to do it correctly. So we're going to go around and around in these different places where we find more problems and make sure that people are paying attention and recycling responsibly. If you'll notice in this area, we've got a number of carts that have more material than they're supposed to. Actually, this cart over here to my left has a bag that we had to take out, and all of the carts in this cluster didn't have the green bins out. We find that people who put out their carts and don't have their green bins often do it as a little cluster. The neighbors notice each other. They notice what they do. And if people put out their green bins, then it tends to be true that most of the green bins are out. We encourage you to look around. If your neighbor hasn't got a recycling bin out, you can also remind them. And we ask everyone to not only do what's right for themselves, but also to pay attention to what's going on in their neighborhood and help others to behave correctly too. We're hoping that after this campaign is over, Lowell becomes a cleaner, more efficient, and more environmental city. It's already a great place to live. We hope it's going to be even better.
So you're saying that when you research an area, you provide stickers and door hangers. Is overfilled one of the only reasons why you might get a sticker?
Well, there are many kinds of things that the recycling program is noticing. There is an ordinance. There's basically a group of rules that the city has put together about how to put your municipal cart out, what to put in it, and basically how to make sure that it is done according to the rules. One of the other problems that we see quite frequently is that people put carts out at the wrong time. We ask that carts not go out just before actually they're picked up. Normally they'd be out at 7 a.m. on the day that they're collected. That's the best way to do things. Another problem we see currently is that people have not got their yard waste out at the right times. Yard waste begins in April and ends at the end of November, and in between it's okay to put yard waste out with a marked container. We don't want to see yard waste in the trash collection route. We want to see it diverted because it's compostable. The fact is that people are sometimes not understanding how to put recyclables in their green bins. We find plastic bags in the green bins. Those don't process, and basically the collection has to remove those plastic bags in order to make your recyclables recoverable. And there are lots of other kinds of things like the dual stream program that requires people to put paper in one container. We ask that you use the green bin for paper, and bottles and cans in another container, a container that you can use your own container with a sticker on it. We have plenty of stickers that say bottles and cans, and you would put that kind of material in that separate container. That helps the dual stream program, which we use here in Lowell, really work well. And that helps also the processor do the recoverables most efficiently. So we get a clean, saleable, marketable group of diverted materials, paper and the bottles and cans, and everyone gets the best value for the work that you've already put in. We want to be sure that if you have questions, that you give the DPW or Gunther a call and ask questions. Go online, look at Lowell Recycle, where there are answers to most of your questions. And if you see a problem, also let us know.
Bill, thank you very much for all of the great information for residents. And we will be posting the phone number and the website on the screen. So if you have any questions, feel free to visit lowellrecycle.org or call us at the Lowell Recycling Office, 978-674-4309.